Hey guys, and welcome back to The Lookout. Today we're going to be taking a look at the SH Figuarts Perfect Cell, his Premium Color Edition. This is the updated version from the 2012 one. There is one more after this. This is the one with the more anime-accurate colors. As you can see in the box, we have our usual Funimation sticker right there, Tamashii Nation's logo, and our seal of approval right there. This was a web-exclusive figure. It says Bandai's Collector Shop right there, letting us know you could only get this one from an online release. And that's why he's so hard to find nowadays. He does retail for upwards of $100, just as his matching counterpart Super Saiyan 2 Gohan does. On the bottom, he does have a Bluefin distribution sticker, letting us know this was a North American release. The sides feature promotional shots, and right here we have all the poses we can get him into. You'll notice he comes with a stand, and we'll cover that in the video. Let's crack him open and get right into it. So right here we do have Cell outside of his packaging, and right off the bat we can see they chose a much brighter green and a much brighter purple compared to the previous release. I'll go ahead and put it on the screen right now. You guys can see the older one had a much darker purple, it had a much darker kind of yellowish green. This one does have a bright green right around here, has a bright purple right there. You guys can't see it too well on camera, however, instead of the dark black finish they had right along the wings and right along the shoulders, it is now flaked with a little bit of silver in there, so it looks really, really great. Let me bring him closer to the camera so you guys can see the aesthetic on this figure. Alrighty. Looking at his face, it is extremely well detailed. You can see all the spots are beautifully painted. There's even some nice yellow coloration right here around the feet. It looks great. Something that I really like is that they did some really great detailing right here around the back. Let's see if it'll pick up on camera. Right by his stinger, there's some blue right there. And all in all, I think the aesthetics on this figure are great. There's not much to cover, seeing there's only a few colors, but wow, his spots are painted really, really well. Let's take a look at how he scales with some other figures. So Cell is definitely a bigger guy, so scale is something we have to cover in detail. I do personally think this Cell is just a little bit on the smaller side. You can see compared to Goku, he actually does look a little bit skinny. He is a lot bulkier in the actual anime and in the manga. However, we're going to go ahead and call that Cell Super Perfect Cell, and this will be when he first turns Perfect Cell. So if we go by that logic, I think his width checks out. However, I do still think he's a little bit on the short side. However, he does scale very well with the figure he's intended to pair with, that being our Super Saiyan 2 Gohan. I think they compare very nicely. Height scaling works great, they'll be posed great in your display. I also did bring along with me our usual. We have a Dragon Stars Beerus right here. I think that scale works great too. And I have, just because, a Marvel Legends Black Panther. Again, Marvel Legends not the best scale with these figures. But, you know, always gotta show you guys. Alright, let's see what accessories he comes with. This Cell does come with a total of 3 faces. Not too many. He comes with a stoic, very neutral looking face. He comes with his yelling, angry face. And he comes with a smirking face. I think these are all done very well. However, again, it is only 3 faces, so I don't think it's the most variety. However, you have enough expression to get him to do whatever you need to do. All of the faces are done really nicely though. The paintwork is all very clean. There's no smudging, nothing to that regards. All the eyes are done very nice and neatly. So I think they're very well done. Let's see what hands he comes with. So this figure does come with 2 fist hands on him in the package. He also comes with 2 open-palmed blast hands, 2 open-palmed more relaxed hands, 1 gripping left hand, and 1 martial arts pose right hand. As for the gripping hand and the martial arts pose, they are only 1 of each. They don't come with a matching set. However, I do think this is more than enough. You can recreate all the special moves, and having blast hands and gripping hands is always nice, especially for a character like Cell who usually copies everybody else's moves. One of the reasons I didn't complain too much about only having 3 faces is because you get this beauty. This is a Kamehameha effect piece, complete with a stand that shows damage as the Kamehameha tears through the ground. This is one of the most beautiful effect pieces I've seen on a Figuarts. The blue is done amazing. Compared to the old Cell, I don't have it on hand, so you have to take my word for it. This one is so much more vibrant blue. I love the little pieces of rubble you can see on the blue right down here. It is such a great piece. It is massive too. Let me go ahead and put Cell right here. This thing is huge. It's like half his height. You can have it as high as you want. It comes with a little adjustable stand. This thing is absolutely amazing. This is without a doubt one of the best things that they've given us. And for this reason alone, I do believe that this figure is 100% worth its value. He does also come with a set of crossed arms. It's just as nicely shaded, just as beautifully painted as the figure itself. There's no issues with mine. All the line work is perfect on it. You can see that they chose some really great shading around the arms. The paintwork along the hands is amazingly clean. Great accessory. I always love cross arms accessories. Alrighty, let's take a look at how he poses. Alrighty, so to go ahead and get to the main event, let's look at how this guy poses. Because this guy is considered a 1.0 figure, which means he won't be getting a re-release, seeing as he does have 3 iterations already. Starting with the head, he does look down pretty much all the way. Unfortunately though, he doesn't look up very far at all. And that's because his head is designed that way, you can see right there. So we sacrifice some range for his aesthetic. He does move side to side, just a little bit. Enough, but again, not the best. It is on a tiny ball hinge. The arms, however, because of this right here, you see how that flips up, they get absolutely beautiful range. I have no issues whatsoever with that. You do get your standard full rotation, seeing as it is a Figuarts. Either way, works absolutely great. Let's go ahead and bring it back into focus real here. Double jointed elbows, hidden very, very well by this little cap right here. Bicep swivel, very nicely done. Wrists, enough range, not the best, but they'll get it done. As for the torso, I think it excels here, because he can bend as far forward as you want without any issue whatsoever. He can lean back without any issue whatsoever, and that's because in here, this hides a very nice mechanism where you can extend it for added range. Awesome, awesome, awesome. The hips, they are limited because of this design. Again, something you have to sacrifice for the aesthetic. However, forward and back, you definitely do get more than enough. This cell does come with a thigh swivel. It's built right in here, hidden very well. Double jointed knees, some of the best looking ones, seeing as his design does allow for that little cap to be put right there. Bringing it back into focus really quick, let's look at his ankles. Not the best. The toe hinge, again, floppy, almost useless. Practically zero ankle rocker. Looking on the back, this guy's wings are articulated. They don't really rotate, however they do go up and down and a little bit side to side, and that is about it. However, I think it's more than enough to get him into any pose you might need to. You can see that, they go pretty far out. So overall, I do think that this figure is a very, very nicely articulated one, especially for one from the older design. And I believe that he is worth purchasing for sure. I believe you should track this one down if you can, or as soon as you can, seeing as this figure is only going to continue going up in price, and he is, in my opinion, the best looking out of all 3. I'll put all 3 up on the screen right now so you can decide for yourself, but I think this one is beautiful. Coloration, shading, articulation, much, much tighter joints than the first release. I do emphasize, don't get the first release, it has super loose joints. Get either this one or the 2018 edition. He is absolutely worth the price. Track him down. You will not regret it. Thank you so much for stopping by the lookout, and I'll see you next week for our Wednesday guide and our figure review. Please let me know what figure you'd like to see me review in the comments section, or send me a message on my Instagram. See ya!